Okay, something actually went really bad, and I got lost with the internet. I don't know what happened, but sorry about that. So coming back to the question, someone had a question that said, "What is your qualification?" So my qualification is I have done my bachelor's in computer science. So that's my qualification. I hope that helps. Alrighty, let's have a look at the. Oh no, was running yarn install, and I think I installed a bunch of packages, but not all of them. Looks like. So hopefully we will be able to install the packages. And I can see my network being really crazy when I install the packages. We'll see. Hopefully everything would work out well. Okay, it looks nice. Let's see. So I would have to run Prisma migrations, blah blah blah. Let's have a quick look at the code that we had before. Da. Okay, cool. So as I mentioned before, feel free to ask any questions. Bottom banner, not really needed. We probably added our own banner like this. Here we can actually say working on the Pulse Checker app. Can do something like this. Transform center horizontally. There we go. Cool. So let's see. EPERM not permitted, unlinked, blah blah blah. We'll see. Insanity is asking what to do after completing your web development course. I would say start building a lot of projects, create a portfolio. I'm assuming you're a fresh developer if you have done my web development course. So the idea would be to then just create a lot of projects, create your portfolio, sort of grow your GitHub account, talk about your projects on LinkedIn, and finally then start applying for jobs. So that is going to be my recommendation. And for jobs, I mean internships. So that is going to be the path. All right, let's have a look at this. F node modules. Let's see if we are able to delete the node modules and can install it. But have you finished my course, Insanity? And how did you find it? Or did you like it? Did you not like it? Let's install yarn. I should have probably used PNPM, but we'll see. Probably figure it out. Also, let's do. We have to wait so much just to be able to install packages and then run the app. Takes so much time. Alhamdulillah. Prisma engines, yes. Let's run them engines. Waiting. Let's see. There was a really cool app called Mouse Cursor on Windows. Let's see if I can find it. Mouse highlight Windows, I think. Something like that. I think it was on the store, if I remember correctly. Was a really good application. I actually like that. Oh yeah, this is the one. Get in the store. Open Microsoft Store. Saim Malik, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? Mouse pointer highlight. Open. Yeah, there we go. I like that one. Look at that. Which color should we pick? Should we pick something blue, or last time I remember it was something purplish? Something like that. I actually like that one, but I I would like the size to be a bit smaller. 24 maybe. 12 maybe. 24. How I do apply settings? Okay. Um, click highlight. Oh no, maybe not that. Okay, I think we're good. How have you been, Sime? Let's quickly go to Pulse Checker, and in here now we can run yarn start. So we should be able to run the application. Come on, what happened? NPM is not recognizing. What? NPM start. NPM is not recognized as an internal external command. What do you mean? What? Package JSON. Start concurrently. NPM run serve PE. Is it not supposed to be like this? Wait. Should I run like this? I don't know. We'll see. Sir, my biggest weakness is that I cannot explain anything to someone else. अगर कोई मुझे टास्क दे या मैं कंप्लीट करूँ मैं वो कर लेता हूँ बट वर्स्ट थिंग इज आई कैंट एक्सप्लेन हाउ आई डू दैट्स टिप्स प्लीज अबू सर दिस कम्स विद प्रैक्टिस तो शुरू में आई वुड एक्सपेक्ट कि इफ़ यू आर डूइंग इट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम और सेकंड टाइम yes you will not understand it, you will not even get it, or that is perfectly fine. ठीक है. um, I actually figured out masla kya hai. Sorry, I'm lost in my train of thoughts, but I have to run npx currently. Cool, now this should fix it. If I do yarn start it should work. uh, npm run serve pe should, I think, what, npx concurrently npm run serve pe. This should work. सही है देखो, this should work. So why does this not work? Is that because I think it's because of the backticks, to be honest. I think single quotes ke bajaye there should be double quotes. This should be double quote and this should be double quotes as well. Let's try to see. Clear yarn start. Yay! Challenge. So for the tips, the more you practice Abuzar, the more you get better at it. If you're not good at it, still practice. Try to explain to people, ask them if they understood what you tried to explain. If they say no, then you need to practice more. Try to be in front of a mirror and then try to speak to yourself as you're trying to explain. Record yourself with your phone and try to explain a concept in your own phone. Don't show it to anyone, and then look at it and see how you find it. Do you see it as good enough, or do you see it as something that needs more practice? So just looking at those things I think would be really helpful. Abdul Nafe Ali Hashmi, bro, for beginner, Vue.js or Angular, which one is more easy? I think both of them are equally easy, so you can just start with anyone. So Vue.js is equally easy as Angular. सर बट मैं वो कर सकता हूँ लेकिन एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता कि कैसे किया. एक्सप्लेनिंग की एज आई सेड अबू सर, प्रैक्टिस. यू नीड टू डू प्रैक्टिस. इसका कोई शॉर्टकट नहीं है, तो यू नीड टू प्रैक्टिस टू एक्सप्लेन इट टू समवन. ट्राई टू रिकॉर्ड अ वीडियो और उसमें देखें कि आपने जो एक्सप्लेन किया क्या वो सही से समझ आया. उसको अपने करीबी दोस्तों को दिखाएं एंड देन आस्क देम इफ़ दे अंडरस्टूड व्हाट यू वर ट्राइंग टू टेल, and then yes, just improve on it. So I think that would be my suggestion. All right, let's actually go to localhost 4200. So this is the app, Pulse Checker app that I'm working with. I'm gonna actually open the production application, and what I want to do is to actually do a couple of cool things. I'm gonna actually have to open my Salt account if I can actually do it at all. So that's gonna be a different screen. So let's remove this guy. Let me sign in with Google. So this is what I'm having, and then I can have My calendar print. So this is the app that I have, and I'm gonna work on actually working with Gamify. So this one, and I should be able to join this right here, but without localhost. So localhost session WOC. I'm gonna be anonymous user in here. Maybe we can say SN from PC. Let's join this. Error joining the session. What? Why? Why though? Internal server error. Woo! What? What's happening? Maybe I'm missing the authentic. Ah, okay. So yeah, these are not present. So I have to add that there. Hmm. Okay. I need to fix the environment variables. Give me 1 second, and I can answer the questions in the meantime. Let's go with this guy. So Abuja says, "Thank you. I think your idea अच्छा है." Yes, sure. Try that. Or how to survive if you have political atmosphere in your office. Oh no, no way. That's actually very sad. And I've been there. I've been in that particular situation. I think the best way would be to see if you can survive that. Have someone as your manager or mentor that you can talk to if you feel really distressed. If it's something that bothers you and you don't enjoy working there, see if your financial situation allows you to switch your job, because I won't say switch your job because I don't know your financial situation. Maybe you really need the job. So look at your financial status. If you absolutely need the job, I would say the only thing that you could do is compromise or talk to someone you think can improve this situation. If you think no one can improve this situation, or even if you think someone can, just pray, make dua, and then pray that it gets better for you, and then whatever would happen in this case. So that would be my tip. इफ़ टीम लीड गाइड नहीं कर सकते अच्छे से टास्क पर, खुद भी समझता हूँ टास्क को, कभी बिगिनर हूँ तो एक टास्क पर एक दो निकल जाते हैं, टीम लीड बिजी रहते हैं और ज़्यादा बताते भी नहीं है, क्या करना चाहिए? राहुल, इफ़ इट टेक्स टाइम फॉर यू, और अगर ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है तो टेक योर टाइम. नो बडी एक्सपेक्ट्स यू कि अगर आप बिगिनर हो दैट यू विल डू थिंग्स लाइक दिस इन 1 आवर 2 आवर. दैट्स नॉट हाउ थिंग्स वर्क. इफ़ यू आर बिगिनर यू गोना टेक टाइम. अगर आपके टीम लीड्स ऐसे हैं हु एक्सपेक्ट यू टू डू थिंग्स क्विकली इवन दो दे नो दैट यू आर बिगिनर, देन आई थिंक दे आर बीइंग अनफेयर. ठीक है, तो नो बडी शुड एक्सपेक्ट यू टू डू परफेक्ट कोडिंग as a beginner. If it takes more time, it takes more time. That's fine. For example, it takes a lot of time to develop a particular skill. और फिर उसमें जब आप अच्छे हो जाते हो, then you get faster at it. Otherwise, you're gonna be slow, and there's no workaround for that. Unfortunately, that's how things work. ठीक है, तो I hope that answers the question. ठीक हो गया. Let's. I'm trying to find environment variables if I've shared them or not. Let's see. Uh uh uh. Pa 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 pa. No, I can't find it. So I will need to send them. Or let's see if I can go to Railway app. Maybe I can find them in Railway dashboard. Pulse checker. Pulse checker app. Variables. Oh, I see that. Cool. Edit. Database URL. So that means I would have to have an env file somewhere. Where do you usually have that? Do you have that in the en variable not found? Maybe I can create it like here. Env. This should be called database URL. Sorry, I'm just fixing some env variables. So database URL. And then if I run this again, it should be good. सर आप नोड एक्सप्रेस पे भी डिटेल ट्यूटोरियल बनाया लाइक वेब डेव कोर्स, बाकी आपकी टीचिंग बहुत अच्छी है, समझ आती है. जज़ाकल्लाह, थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग. So Yeah, I'm gonna respond to that in a bit. So what you're talking about is actually, and give me one quick second. Camolino widgets. Just making sure we have the env gone. Cool. So about the web development thing or the MERN stack, I think you said MERN stack, React or Node.js, right? So there is a, if you go to the channel, youtube.com, CodewithAhsan, you can actually find a really good course with Node.js and Express. So if I go to courses, there's this MERN stack crash course that you can follow. So इसमें we have discussed both the front end and we have also discussed the back end as well. I think this is the URL. If I can do it without messing up, that's the URL. So if I go to this link, this should take me to the video. Yes, exactly. So this is the MERN stack crash course that you can follow, Node.js and React and Express. So this is a really good one. People really like it. 21,000 views or something, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I hope this helps. Cool. Talking about the Pulse Checker app, now I can actually make it work. So if I click join, I can see this and then I can give comments around this. So what I was actually working on was the review feedback feature. I'm not really sure if I've pushed that, but I can double check. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. Continue the work. ठीक है. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right. Abdul Nafi Ali says, "May Allah suppose you'll accept your effort. Your story always gives me so much motivation. You're always willing to help beginners. Love you teaching." Thank you, Abdul Nafi. Jazakallah khair. Okay. I'm gonna quickly check if I have the review widget. Oh, I have the review widget, right? So this is supposed to have, this is supposed to be on the review route. So if I go here, or review widget is the one. So what I'm actually working on, let me show you what I'm working on. What I want to have is on each particular page, for example, if I go to CodewithAhsan.dev, what I want to have is my internet working? Yes, it is. I want to have one pulse review on each particular page. So if I go to, let's say, course introduction, I want to have the pulse right here on this page. And if I want to have that, then I have to have this widget, then I have to have this widget as a small widget right here so people can comment on it. So what I have right here is this review widget. This is something that I've been building, and this should be embeddable. This should be embeddable on different pages. This is what my vision is. So sort of creating a review widget that I can put to my website and get feedback from people. Hello, Mr. Hassan. Where was you? What doing? Simplarin, good to see you, man. I was really busy. I had my PC in a box because I actually moved from one apartment to another. And yeah, my PC was just in a box for 3 to 4 months. And now I have it out. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm going to quickly switch the battery of my camera because it's going to be dead. So give me 1 minute. Kaka, kaka. Wah, 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 wah. Shoo, 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 shoo. Papa, papa. Da, 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 da. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. All right. How about you, Simplarin? How have you been? I took this one out, but I didn't clean my glasses. Why? Need to clean my glasses. Da 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 da. Where are you, Camoli? There you go. Should we go to chat? Keep just chatting. Cool. Da 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 da. Let's, let's clean them glasses, man. I'm really skeptical about my internet because the internet in my apartment is non-existent. So I use my phone's data right now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Cool. So this is what I'm working with, but this needs to be able to create comments, and I should be able to show comments also here, right? That means I should be able to make API calls for reviewing or receiving comments. So that means I should have services, and the services should have feedback services, and I should be able to get feedback somehow. We do have session attendee feedback accounts, but we want feedbacks of different people on this one. So we'll see. Writing master's thesis. That's awesome. What is the topic of your master's thesis? What are you working on? And in the session, so when we get a session, I think that's when we also get the comments. Get session, join session. No, I think it should be still in feedback. So if I say session ID feedback attendee, data, data, uh-huh, save feedback. I should have it. If I go to dashboard, session details, component, I should be making a call here, right? And that call should actually have get session. So I get the session, then I say feedback counts. Oh, then I get reactions. Oh, wait, what? Where's my code? Paste. Oh, so here is the feedback paste, and we get session. Oh, I get session, but I then populate the feed. Ah, okay. But then I don't really need the session, so I need an API call for just getting feedbacks. I'm gonna have to go to the backend. Sorry about that. I forgot I wasn't sharing my screen. So what I want to do is I want to be able to show the comments right here, which I can right now only see on the session itself. So if I go to this app, if I go to Gamify, I should be able to have comments here, and these are what I should see right here as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be saying I need an API call. I'm gonna close all of these. Planning and creating software application for project management with Angular. Interesting. But that is what you're working on. But are you also, what is the topic of your thesis? Or is that the topic of your thesis? That would be interesting. So, source app feedback. In the feedback controller, we should have feedback by ID. We have update feedback, but I think we don't have get feedback by session. So, throttle 20, 60, and we are gonna say that this is gonna be a get call, but it's gonna have, now this is where it gets interesting. I want the feedbacks by session, so I can either have sessions with sessions using the feedbacks using the session ID, or I could say something like sessions slash feedback. If I go to sessions, I'm pretty sure I have something like that. So this is find one. So this is the controller, right? So we have get, and then we have by pin, then we have ID reaction, right? Then we have feedback, attendee, ID feedbacks, and this returns the session feedback. But this is, hmm, the problem with this one is this gets the ID, this gets the feedback by ID. I don't usually have the ID for a session, and then that should not be public. So this session that I have would still have um, the same thing, but this would be not an ID but a pin. But then the thing is, we are calling these two different variables, but they are essentially sort of the same, right? And that makes it a bit difficult, because then I should be, no, I think it should be something else. It should be the feedbacks in that case. Let's make it in the feedback. So I'm going to go to feedback controller. I'm going to say, hey, get, but with the, just use a get. And inside that, we can say get by session pin. Cannot find name get. What are you talking about? Oops. So this should come from here, get. And now I can say, I said, wait, what is that? This ain't no Angular. This is actually Nest.js. So it follows a lot of conventions from Angular, but it is a backend framework. So in here, I can say get. And inside the method, I can say it's going to have query. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to sign off now, and we'll continue.